Donald Trump is holding a rally in Las Vegas, Nevada, and we will play moments from that speech in a different segment, but Marjorie Taylor Greene opened up for him. And there's something that I need to play for you. A couple moments from what she had to say. Off the rails. Nightmare stuff, as I'm sure you can imagine, but that's normal. So would that really even rise to the occasion I'm talking about? I don't know, but she sort of contradicted herself, and something she previously got very upset about, and so people were calling her out over that. And then someone came on stage and contradicted it even further. So before I play you her moment from on stage, I am going to subject you to a clip we've now looked at a few times, because it's the thing that she's contradicting. And it's her in Congress being very upset by the notion that people believe MAGA worships Trump.
In that room? No, absolutely not. I mean, everything I said is correct. It's how the American people feel. It's what we know to be a fact. It's all the evidence has been proven true. We have Jamie Raskin in there accusing us of worshiping Trump, worshiping as a convicted felon. He is a convicted felon. Well, yeah, so is George Floyd. And everybody, and you all too, the media worship George Floyd. Democrats worship George Floyd. There were riots burning down the country over George Floyd, and Raskin is in there saying we worship him. Excuse me, let me correct you, and this is really important.
We've been trying to think of new ways every day to ask you to subscribe. So today I'm going to show you the studio from our perspective. You got the lights there, the cameras, all the good things, the live subscribe ticker you can see there going up. Every single day, so many of you have been subscribing. It's truly, and I know this is sort of a cringy thing to say, oh, it's so humbling. Is it really? Yes. Thank you. We've been shocked and humbled every day by how many of you are choosing to subscribe. It's incredible. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button.
I don't worship. I worship God. God. And Jesus is my savior. I don't worship President Trump. And I'm really sick and tired of the annex I have to deal with constantly.
And I'm not going to comment on her pronunciation of antics anymore. I'm done with it. Okay, and this was her at the Las Vegas, Nevada speech.
The Democrats and the fake news media want to constantly talk about, oh, President Trump is a convicted felon. Well, you want to know something? The man that I worship is also a convicted felon. And he was murdered on a Roman cross.
Okay, so even some of the crowd behind her, like this guy, this lady, don't seem super compelled by what she's saying, a little confused as to why she's making such a comparison. But as I've said in the past, it's just a comparison. She's not equating Jesus and Trump. She just very often likes to bring up the fact that they have a lot of similarities. They're like really, really similar if you think about it. And I'm so tired of the Democrats. Democrats want to say that Trump's a convicted felon. No. Democrats are making a description of what Trump is under the law. That is not Democrats' fault. That is not weaponizing language in a way that is dishonest. That is just describing what Trump now is. And it's the victimhood complex to not only say it's all rigged, but then above that go, and we're being wronged by them pointing out that he was legally held accountable for something that he did. Then Michael McDonald, who I guess is the chair of the Nevada Republican Party, he said it more explicitly. He said, Marjorie, hold my beer. I do worship Donald Trump.
What more can be said than thank God we're here in Sunset Park to worship and bring back the greatest president we've ever known in our generation.
To worship and bring back Jesus. I mean, the greatest president in the history of the country. Wow. Mike, you're not supposed to say that explicitly. You're supposed to make comparisons like Marjorie. You're not supposed to admit that you worship him. Can we, 1 second, let's watch that again. Let's make sure our ears heard that correctly.
What more can be said than thank God we're here in Sunset Park to worship and bring back the greatest president we've ever known in our generation.
Don't cheer for that. Stop it. That's so weird. Y'all are so weird. Do you know why I'm going to vote for President Joe Biden? And I'm proud to, excited to. Because he, well, number one, is not going to cause a constitutional democratic crisis. Okay. But, so that, you know, avoiding the crisis, almost anyone would be better than Trump. But then, he has this policy record that's super impressive that I want to see more of. I want to see more infrastructure improvements. I want to see prescription drug costs go down lower. I want to see healthcare investments, I should say. I want to see more renewable energy investments. I want to see veterans taken better care of. I want to see wages increase. I want to see the economic recovery continue. I want to see crime to continue plummet, right? I see a policy record and I want to see more of it. And it's a nice bonus that he happens to be a decent person compared to the person he's running against. Okay. But if it weren't Biden, there'd be a bunch of other people that also would be good on policy that I would want. He happens to be the sitting president, so a little bit unique position there, but you get the point. But Trump is this messiah for them. And Marjorie lost her mind, right? I'm so tired of the BS annex over that sort of thing, people criticizing MAGA for worshiping Trump. And then one of her allies, the chair of the GOP Nevada party, goes on stage and says, that's what we're here to do. We're here to worship Trump. And by the way, and this is something I don't say as often. If you're going to worship a person here, which is blasphemous, but if you're going to, here on earth, who's not an actual Messiah, why Trump? Seriously. There are handsomer faux messiahs you could choose. There are higher character people you could choose. There are better speakers you could choose. There are better liars that you could choose. But you choose Trump, and I don't get it. I'd prefer that you not need this sort of cult, but if you're going to have a cult, why Trump? It's so weird. He's such a terrible, terrible person. A civilly liable rapist? Party of family values? Really? Here's another Marjorie moment, by the way.
And you think gas prices are high now? Just wait until you're forced to drive an electric vehicle.
What did I just hear?
And you think gas prices are high now? Just wait until you're forced to drive an electric vehicle.
Boo! They don't even. How do you even know what she said? Wait, okay. You think gas prices are high now? Wait until you're forced to. Wait until you're forced. But if everyone. Wait. If everyone was forced to drive electric vehicles, then demand would go down for gasoline. Supply and demand says that would cause. What? I'm confused. That's not right, Marge. Can you imagine Marjorie Greene getting her math wrong? Whew. Never seen it before. Let me know what you thought of that in the comments, and tell me if you can figure out what it was that she was trying to say there. And if you want to get the Daily Bonus Show, you can do so by clicking the join button below.